So good afternoon for this or afternoon session. The 100 meters final for men is about to come up in less than an hour. And up until then, we will be providing you with some coverage as it relates to preview information, among others. All right. So big shout out to everyone who's been with us since 4:50 this morning as we continue our coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Remember, smash the like button. The first thing you do as soon as you get onto the live stream, you smash the like button. If you're new to Halftime TV, you can subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you don't need to subscribe. But most importantly, smash the like button. All right. So minimum effort, maximum impact. Like we say at the top of all our shows, please remember to keep it respectful in the comment section. You can disagree without being disrespectful, and I will always say that in an effort to ensure that my viewers and my subscribers are protected from the horrible place that's usually the comment section. So we know the internet is not a nice place most times, but we try our best to ensure that over here at Halftime TV, it is a safe space where our viewers and our subscribers can feel comfortable sharing their opinions. Okay? All right, crystal clear. Now, we saw a little bit earlier the 100 meter semifinals. We saw Kishane Thompson winning. We saw Oblique Seville winning. We saw Keem Blake missing out. And we also saw the three Americans, Kenny Bednarek, Noah Lyles, and Fred Curley progressing through to the finals. We also saw a couple of very impressive Africans as well in the form of Letsile Tibogo and Akani Simbine. But before we even go over there, remember, folks, go ahead and smash the like button on this video. Real quick, let's get it to 100 likes. And we're going to check it too. Let's see how far we are at. Let's see where we're at as far as the likes are concerned. So let's get it to 200. Folks, we're at 140. Let's get it to 200. There are 1,400 people on the live stream already. We've just been streaming for 2 minutes. And we will be here for the next 1 hour or so, because the 100 meter final for men, it kicks off at 3:50, which is 45 minutes from now. All right, so 3:50, 45 minutes from now. Shout out everyone who's been with Halftime TV from the get-go. Big shout out from Neptune. Big up yourself. Big up everyone who's in the comment section. And I won't get the chance to call everybody by name or Dizzy. Big up Saskia Garden. Big up as well, Almost Man. Big up Corrupt Government. As always, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Corrupt Government. Yeah, so the AAA Effect, shout out to you. And thanks for tuning to Halftime TV. If it's your first time to Halftime TV, welcome. If you're a returning resident, welcome back. We love and appreciate your company, as always. Michael Dane, big up yourself, Michael. Thanks for stopping by. It is Sunday. We know how it is as Caribbean people. We usually cook big dinner and all of that. So I'm sure folks will be enjoying their Sunday dinner this evening after that 100 meter race is complete. If you can hear me clearly, let me know. The AAA Effect say Noah for gold. Let's pin that one. Let's pin that one. Noah Lyles for gold. That's the first. It's the first time I'm seeing that today. Let's see how it plays out. So, as we said a little bit earlier, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. If you can see the screen clearly, let us know in the comment section as we do our routine checks. The poll, I think the poll should be ongoing now. I think the poll should be ongoing. Yeah, I think I have a poll ongoing. All right, let me check. So I'm almost sure. Okay, all right, there you go. So we have 775 votes. Will Jamaica win the 100? Which Jamaican will win the 100 meter final? And I have 81% saying Kishane. We have 19% saying Oblique. And for those who are gonna come now, I'm gonna ask, hey, how come you only have which Jamaican? It will be a Jamaican. Okay, let me just put that out there from now. It will be a Jamaican. It will be a Jamaican. There are 3 Americans lining up, so the probability will say the Americans have a better chance of getting on the podium. But I'm telling you right now, it will be a Jamaican who wins the 100-meter final. And I'm going through the comment section while I'm speaking, folks. And I must say, we've never been so excited for a 100-meter final for men. Oh, you pin that? No, I will pin it. We'll pin it because we didn't have we didn't have a third option for those who didn't agree with any of the Jamaicans winning it. So Birdview will pin it to start the conversation. So that's the AAA effect saying no for good. Don't worry, we welcome everyone's opinion here over at Halftime TV. Welcome everyone's opinion. And will Noel's first win at these Olympic Games be in the final of the 100 meters? Let's see. But so far, Oblique Seville has the beating of him, and Kishane Thompson will have something to say when they line up in the 100 meter. Again, big up the entire Uganda Massive. Always tuning in when we start live streaming, and we're looking to get some of that Nile special, as we always say. Honestly, I'd like for America. Oh my. We love it. We love the rivalry. Natia Crawford saying, can we get 9.6 something? Well, the conditions are saying yes. Will we see it? I'm not sure as yet. As long as it's not me record chat. Good. I'd not be surprised if Oblique win because he looks good, but I think Kishane is going to win. Or it could be a tie to Jamaica, neck to neck, too close to call. I think Fred will beat Noah, Jamaica for gold and silver. All right, keep those comments coming in, folks. We've already done the business, and what we'll be doing now, we'll be moving on to the lineup. So I'll be scrolling down till we get to the lineup for the 100 meter final, and then I'll pull it up on the screen. So the women's high jump final is currently underway. We don't have any Jamaicans in that. So, yeah. The next up for us is the 100 meters final. As far as the rest of the day goes, we won't be too concerned about anything else that's happening. So the Olympic schedule, we have 3x3 basketball at 4:05. We have beach volleyball at 4, and at 3:50 we have the men's 100 meters. For me, as soon as the men 100 meters is complete, that's where my Olympics for today is complete, and that's where it ends. All right. So Olympic record. One Usain Leo Bolt with 9.63. That was set on August 4th, 2012. The world record 9.58 set on August 15, 2009. Let's get over to sharing the screen now. Everyone's nervous. Everyone's nervous. We love it. We love it. All right, we're going to share a screen so you can see who the starters are and what the lane assignments are. So those are your starters, viewers, and subscribers for the 100 meter final for So, Lisa, we're not going to talk about that. Lisa, we're not going to talk about that. I promised myself I wouldn't talk about it today. But I think social media is going on in a frenzy. You can check it out as well, what they're saying. And it involves one Vibes Cartel. But we won't go into that. We won't go into that different ball game over here. So, in lane number 2, we have Kung Fu Kenny. In lane number 3, Fred Curley. Kishane Thompson from Jamaica runs in lane number 4. Lane number 1 is vacant, folks, so we don't have a lane number 1 here. All right. Akani Simbine, the South African, runs out to lane number 5. In lane number 6, we have Oblique Seville. In lane number 7, Noah Lyles. In lane number 8, Let's see Tobago. And in lane number 9, we have the reigning 100-meter Olympic champion, Marcel Lamont Jacobs. Look at those personal bests. Look at those season bests. These athletes have been stellar this season. 9.8 all over. 9.9, we see a 9.9 there. And we see an anomaly as well, 9.77. I tell you, it's going to take something quicker than 9.8 to win gold at this Olympics, because everyone who's lining up here, they've been there and they've done that, but not everyone can say they've dipped below 9.8. So let's see. Number 1 ranked Noah Lyles runs out of lane number 7. Number 3 ranked, let's see, Tobago runs out of lane number 8. Kishane Thompson, number 6 on the world rankings. He runs out of lane number 4. Akani Simbine, number 7. So we have 5, 6, 7. We have 1 and 3 also there. Marcel Lamont Jacobs in lane number 9. He ranks number 12. And Kenneth Bednarek with world ranking of 22. And mind you, the world ranking doesn't mean much, folks. Okay? It's who delivers on the day. And I expect the Jamaicans to deliver. But I see. For now. All right. Don't worry about it. Corrupt government. It's the air. It's the air. Okay. The race will kick off at 3:50. All right. So just about 35 minutes from now. So 3:50, the race will start, and this is the 100-meter final for men. In case you're just joining us, in the semi-final, we had Oblique Seville winning his semi-final ahead of Noah Lyles. We had Akani Simbine winning ahead of Letsile Tobago. We had Kishane Thompson winning ahead of Kung Fu Kenny, of Fred Curley, I beg your pardon. And the rest, they qualified as the fastest outside of the top 2. All right. So 3:50 is when the race is going to kick off. We still have some time to go. We still have another 30 plus minutes to go while we continue our build up to the 100-meter finals. Impressive stuff, I must say, folks. Impressive stuff. And it's been an amazing couple of days as far as the 100 meter is concerned. Let's go over to the comment section. I don't want Noah to get. I don't even want Noah to get a medal. I don't want to see a world record or Olympic record. I want Usain Bolt to keep it for another 20 years. All right, so keep those comments coming in. The Great Britain runner could also be a dark horse. What do I think? We don't have a Great Britain runner in the final. We don't have an athlete from Great Britain in the final. Okay, so Hinchcliffe, he didn't make it through to the final. And we've been jumping Noah Lyle whole day. Corrupt true. All right, so keep the comments coming in, folks. Remember, and also keep on voting. Keep on voting. The poll is still ongoing. The poll is still ongoing. Which Jamaican will win the 100-meter finals? That's the question. We almost have 1,000 votes. 1,000 votes. Sorry, 81% saying Kishane Thompson. We have 19% saying Oblique Seville. So 81% saying Kishane Thompson. 19% saying Oblique Seville. Be possible to watch a live stream. It will not be possible to watch a live stream on this channel. Let me tell you from now, folks. Primarily because we don't have broadcasting rights. What you can do, if you're in the United States, you can watch it on Peacock. If you're in Canada, you can watch it on CBC Sports. If you're in Europe, you can watch it on BBC Two. There's also the option of downloading One Spot Media, which is a Jamaican app, which allows you to watch it there as well. A small subscription fee, so not too expensive. So you should be able to pay a small fee and watch it there. So if none of those options work for you, then you may very well have to stay put while we provide commentary while the race ensues. Okay. All right. So again, over to the comment section, and I'll be shouting out all the viewers. Minnie, big up Minnie. Saskia, big up yourself. Zay, Robert, big up yourself. Malachi, big shout out. Mozart, big up Yoli, Ian, Tia, good afternoon. Arthur, big up yourself, Arthur. Birdview as always. Kale Boga, big up yourself. Cheyenne as always. Naturally Mar, hope you're having a good afternoon. All right, so yeah, man, big up everybody. Society 350 is the final, so we still have a couple minutes to go. Ver, big up yourself, Ver. Welcome. What's for Sunday dinner? Tricky question. It depends. It depends on how the final goes. Right. So it depends. So right now the Sunday dinner is depending heavily on how that final goes. All right. Who knows? Maybe if we're left disappointed, I'll go on fasting. That's the lane they're running in. Yes. So as you can see on your screen now, those are the lane assignments for the 100-meter final. So Akane Simbine in lane number 5, lane number 6, Oblique Seville, lane number 7, Noah Lyles, lane number 8, Letsile Tobogo, in lane number 9, we have Marcel Lamont Jacobs. Kishane Thompson runs out to lane number 4. In lane number 3, we have Fred Curley, and in lane number 2, we have Kenneth Bednarek. So that's the lane assignment. So our guy, Kishane Thompson, will be lining up next to Akane Simbine. And I think that's good competition for him to be next to push him all the way to the finish. Mind you, he'll be running his race, but still, sometimes it's good to have that fast person next to you to kind of give you that boost of motivation to go faster, right? Kishane looked great, but not as fluid as though he would be. Maybe I thought maybe it would be that him holding back some, even while sprinting 0 to 80 meters. Yeah, so we'll see. Correct, people need to stop looking all over the place. Kind of dumb. Rudolph, Ivan, big up. But yeah, we hope the final, Oblique Seville and Kishane Thompson, they focus on their races and they just execute properly. I just want them to run through the finish line. You don't care who is next to you. You don't care who is across from you. Just give it 110% all the way through the finish line. And if you do that, you'll give your best performance. We'll see the best times on the clock. All right. I don't get it. I think I was having a conversation a little bit earlier this week with someone about that Usain Bolt run where he knocked his chest while going through the finish line. And I'm thinking, could he have gone faster? And they were saying, no, it's maybe a case where his momentum just brings him through. So even if he was sprinting or giving it more energy, it still would have been the same result. I don't know. I just think I like to see when the athletes power through. Davia Davidson, thank you so very much. 1-2, so the thing said, big up. So big up, Davia, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to halftime this evening. Okay, so 1-2. What will be the winning time? I'm looking at 9.76. All right, we're looking at 9.76. That's me. Please keep both Kishane and Oblique running for your life. Your predictions. Well, let me say it right now, because usually I come on the channel and when I don't have a Jamaican in the medal places, people say I'm not patriotic. People say I'm a sellout. People judge me. People, you don't know the type of abuse that I go through, people, because some fans believe that, hey, because Halftime TV is Jamaican, that means I need to say a Jamaican will be on the podium, even when I don't expect them to be on the podium. So I won't be a hypocrite. Let me tell you what my predictions are for the final. I think the winner will be Kishane Thompson, in my opinion. In second place, I think it will be Oblique Seville. In third place is up for grabs. All right, but I think for third place, it will be Noah Lyles. So Kishane, Oblique, and Noah Lyles is my pick. That's my 1, 2, 3. Omanyala, sad but true. Rudolph, I spoke about it just before the race. Whenever Ferdinand Omanyala is running outside of Africa, he doesn't look as impressive. If you check the levels, personal best and season's best, both registered in Nairobi, Kenya. Right? So whenever I see him outside of Africa, I don't see the African champ that they're seeing. Well, we usually watch the races that happen in Nairobi as well. So figuratively, we just don't see him. It's almost as if he's not there. I don't know. Ferdinand Omanyala, I don't know if it's a mental thing, but something there needs to be worked on. Something there definitely needs to be worked on. Thanks again for the super chat, Davia. I appreciate it. All right, Simbine remind me of Talu. Great, but they tend to miss out on the podium. I was tied between Simbine and Noah Lyles for third place, and the reason being Simbine will be running right next to Kishane Thompson. All right, so the fact that Simbine will be lined up next to Kishane Thompson, I think that may basically drag him through. So maybe we'll see Simbine's best race yet, Maybe we'll see Simbine's best race because he's lined up next to Kishane. So that's my opinion. I was tied between Simbine and Noah Lyles for third. All right. So don't think I just come out and say, okay, I was tied between the two. And then ultimately I decided that, okay, we're just going to work with Noah Lyles. Fred Curley looks good in the semi. All right. Yeah. I think Fred Curley ran that last 40 meters well. Came through very quickly. And that was nice to see. No, we're not. Come on. Come on. I'm not counting out anyone, people. We're not counting out anyone. Let me put it this way. Of the eight athletes who are lined up here, right? We have Letsile Tobogo could get on the podium. Noah Lyles could get on the podium. Oblique Seville, Akani Simbine, Kishane Thompson, and Fred Curley. So that's 6 out of the 8 athletes who are capable of getting on the podium today, right? Based on the season that they're having. Kenneth Bednarik, I don't think he has enough to get on the podium. The same thing with Marcel Lamont Jacobs. But for the rest of them, so if I don't mention a name, that's not me writing them off, because 6 out of the 8 athletes could very well get on the podium. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The race is going to start at 3:50. We're almost at 3:30 now. All right, so we have someone here saying, I personally feel Noah Lyles win. Second place Oblique and Fred Curley getting bronze. All right, interesting prediction there. The beaded Venus Noah for 4th. I'm also seeing possibility of a tie for 2nd or 3rd. You see? So if someone asks me my prediction for this particular race, it's basically being caught between a rock and a hard place. That's how hard it is to call this particular 100-meter final. And we're going with Kishane because we've seen him and he's made 9.82 look effortless. We've seen him make 9.77 look effortless. We've heard everything that's been happening in training. He's now in the finals. So 9.77, he's the fastest on paper of all the athletes who are lined up in this field. Will he be the fastest in 30 minutes? We don't know. But based on the evidence that we've gotten, based on his performance this season, that's why we're saying Kishane Thompson. And then we saw Oblique Seville with such a spectacular performance in the semifinal. So a lot of people now automatically pull Oblique Seville over in that conversation as well. So that's why we're at Oblique Seville and Kishane Thompson. No, that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the athletes aren't genuine contenders, because as you can see with the season's best and the personal best for these athletes, Kenneth Bednarek, season's best 9.87. Fred Curley, season's best 9.84. Kishane Thompson, 9.77. And if we're talking about personal best, Fred Curley is the fastest of all the athletes in this spot, 9.76. So he's actually gone faster than Kishane Thompson's 9.77. Not this season, but he's shown that he can get to that speed. So Kishane Thompson, 9.77 this season. Akani Simbine, 9.86. 9.84 is his personal best. Oblique Seville, 9.81. And we saw that 9.81 a couple of minutes ago. Noah Lyles, 9.81. Letsile Tobogo, 9.88. And Marcel Lamar Jacobs, 9.92. With Oblique Seville and Noah Lyles, the indicators are that they'll dip below 9.8. If not today, very soon. Right? Remember, Noah Lyles is at the peak of his career. Oblique Seville is at the peak of his, well, he's just beginning the peak of his career, still only 22 years of age. So still very young. 9.81. So they can go faster. And these athletes who are lined up here this afternoon, they will be giving it their all to ensure that they leave Paris with an Olympic medal. So we're not writing off anyone. We're not writing off anyone, because everyone who's lined up here deserves to be there. So it's not on favoritism or anything. These athletes worked extremely hard, and the times yes, I will walk through. For those who are joining us for the first time and don't expect and don't know what the coverage is like, we will provide commentary as the race is happening, after which we will pull it up on the screen so you can see what the finishing times are. And then if there's anything else to speak on, we will speak on it as well. So basically, giving you a descriptive analysis or an assessment of everything that's happening, because you don't have the opportunity of watching it live. Okay, so that's how we usually do it. So I think someone said what time in Paris? It's 9:50, so it's 9:30 now in Paris. So currently it is it made the best man win. Yep, true. Definitely. So it's 9:31 now in Paris. The race will start at 9:50. After the race, then our Olympic coverage for today will end. And then we'll be back. I think we'll be back a little bit later on later. Yeah, I think we can be back a little bit later to do a recap of the day. Depends. I'll let you know, guys, if I'm going to go live later on in the evening. It will probably be somewhere around 8:30-ish, 9. And then there you go. So Ingrid Geraldine said she downloaded the Sportsmax app. Ingrid Geraldine said she downloaded the Sportsmax app and watched it live. So you can go ahead and download the Sportsmax app as well and watch it live. Thanks so very much, James Little, for the kind words. You can tell which runner will win. All right. We're running through. Don't worry, folks. We're running through. And while doing it, we still have to shout out everyone in the comment section who's continued their support of Halftime TV. When we started the weekend, we're at 18,500 subscribers. We've already blown past 22,000 already. So it is quite an achievement as we continue our quest. Remember, 50,000 is the next stop, and we will be putting in the work. If you don't see me go live, or if you don't see me upload a video in a couple of days, folks, you have to bear with me. I'm it's very difficult to juggle so much things at once. And right now, I have so much happening. All right, so we will be here when we can be here. If we are not permitted to live stream, you can look out for those short videos that we upload every now and then, sharing our opinions on sporting activities right across the board, not just track and field, but football as well. And occasionally we speak a bit about other sports, basketball, straight across the board. Once there's sports happening and there's something to be said, I'll say something. If I have an opinion, if I don't have an opinion, I won't, because I'm not one to come on YouTube and say things just for the sake of coming on YouTube. All right? Not how Halftime TV operates. Again, over in the comment section, I'm loving it so far. I hope you guys continue it. I'm seeing respectful dialogue happening. I hope it continues, because as we said before, Halftime TV is a family channel and we like keeping it that way. All right, family channel here. Keep it respectful, people. Keep it respectful, please, and thank you. All right, what are your thoughts on the 4x1 relay between USA and Jamaica? Well, the relay is tricky, you know. The relay is tricky. If it's for the relay, I'll go with the Americans, because Jamaica, we haven't looked great at the last couple of major championships in the relays, and that's not down to the talent that we have at our disposal. That's simply how we handle the baton when getting around the track. So it's for the if it's for the relays, I'm going with the Americans. They seem to be better able to transfer the baton around the track. So regardless of how quick Jamaica's individuals are, so the likes of Kishane Thompson, Oblique Seville, and Akeem Blake, and maybe we're gonna throw the youngster in there as well, from the former Edwin Allen youngster. I don't remember his name. His name is on the tip of my tongue. Someone drop his name in the comment section. Brian Lavelle, thank you. Did someone drop it? Yeah, anyway. So if we're gonna drop Brian Lavelle in there as well, then it's a good 4. All right, it's a good 4. Brian Lavelle, Oblique Seville, Brian Lavelle, Oblique Seville, Kishane Thompson, and who's the other one? Akeem Blake. If we're working with those 4, then it should be good. But our problem hasn't been the athletes and their individual talent, but it's always been them transferring the baton around. So Andre DeGrasse did not make the final. For those who are just joining us, let me scroll down because I didn't realize that I had taken it off the screen. So you can see it on your screen there. Those are the starters for the final. If you're just joining, those are the starters, and not just the starters, but the lane assignments as well. So those are the starters, and those are the lanes that they will be running from. Okay? Those are the starters. Those are the lanes that they will be running from. Over in the votes, keep the votes coming in. Again, people, which Jamaican will win the 100-meter final? We have 80% now saying Kishane Thompson, with 20% saying Oblique Seville. 80% Kishane Thompson, 20% saying Oblique Seville. But no finals yet. I think Andre DeGrasse had a good career. If he's to hang up those spikes as he indicated prior to the games, then it's a career that he can look back on and smile. All right. He's gotten on the podium multiple times. Even when people write him off, he's gone there and he's done the job. So Andre DeGrasse, big up yourself. He's Canadian. So big up the entire Canadian massive. Big up Lady Maria as well from the Thornhill Park area. So big up everyone who's tuned in. Andre DeGrasse representing the entire Canada. It didn't have to be at the Olympics. It's Carabana weekend here in Canada. So it's quite the vibe. It's quite the vibe this weekend in Canada. And he's out there representing. I have my Jamaican flag to see here. Jamaican flag. Andre is Trini. Well, he is Canadian. He is Canadian. Yeah, big career, big career. Put it, say Trini Canadian. Say Trini Canadian, almost man. Say Trini Canadian. Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting his aunt. I was to the US. Ivan, subtle. All right, in some areas, very blatant, but in others, it's very subtle. Opportunities are limited for the BIPOC community. I'm just putting it the best way I can. Opportunity limited for the BIPOC community, but they don't make it seem that way. They make it seem as if it's all there. Almost man. All right, he's your cousin. Nice. So that means you know Maria then. That means you know Maria. You know Maria. Let me know. I hear that Rudolph Ivan. Kishin has to get out and put away the field early. All right. So roughly 10 minutes to go, folks. Roughly 10 minutes to go. Are you ready? 2 medals for Jamaica. So we're getting gold and silver here. Is that what I'm hearing? Well, almost by you said distant cousin. All right. No, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Cousin is a cousin. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A cousin is a cousin. No such thing as distant cousin. It's either your cousin or you're not, or not, and it's a cousin. So we're working with that. Kishan had a shake to start. Ever ready halftime, but nervous. Smile. Can I think you're right? All right, so people are nervous. People are shaking. You can't wait. Kishan first 9.75. Let me get the devices up. We're getting the devices up. Nerves. Yeah, event folks. I've told you guys before, you need to ease off the breadfruit. You can't be so nervous at these big moments. All right, take some deep breaths. Have a glass of water or something. But for sure, you need to ease off the breadfruit because I can't have so much people in the comment section nervous ahead of the 100-meter final. So the 100-meter final for men kicks off in less than 10 minutes. 100-meter finals for men kicks off in less than 10 minutes, folks. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. The time is now, as we will be witnessing something momentum. We'll be witnessing something momentous as Kishane Thompson, Oblique Seville, Noah Lyles. Can't hear what you're saying. All right, let me know, folks. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, drop some flags in the comment section or simply just let me know if you can hear me in the comment section. Predicting Noah at 5th, the shock of his life. Loud and clear. All right, good enough. All right, so it is time. Well, almost time. 9 minutes away. I think I needed a clock on the screen, for countdown. I needed to put a clock on the screen for countdown. Let me see if I can get a countdown clock. All right, we're not gonna get that countdown time. No, make it stay. Hearing you well. All right, everybody's hearing me well. That's good. The 100-meter final will start in 8 minutes. The starters again, Kenneth Bednarek. Personal best of 9.87. season's best of 9.87. He runs out of lane number 2. In lane number 3, we have Fred Curley. Personal best of 9.76. Season's best 9.84. He will be lining up in lane number 3. Next to him, the fastest man in the world this year, Kishane Thompson, the Jamaican, runs out of lane number 4. Strong contender for gold medal in this, his first Olympic Games. Next to Kishane Thompson, we have Akani Simbine from South Africa. 9.86 is his season's best, and he has a personal best of 9.84. Oblique Seville looked exceptional in the semifinals as he glanced over his shoulders to see where Noah Lyles was at. His personal best, 9.81. And nothing separates him from Noah Lyles in lane 7, who has a personal best as well of 9.81. And for both these athletes, the personal bests were recorded this season. So both of these athletes having fantastic season in their own rights, and they'll be lining up next to each other. Will this be the moment when Noah Lyles gets it right? In lane number 8, we have Letsile Tobogo, the youngster coming in from Botswana. 9.88, his personal best, which happens to be his season's best as well. Letsile Tobogo runs out of lane number 8. In lane number 9, last but not least, the reigning 100-meter Olympic champion, Marcel Lamont Jacobs, the Italian who came out of nowhere last time around to upset the pack and to snatch gold medal from the grasps of the American. Lamont Jacobs runs out of lane number 9. In other news, the Canadians just secured gold in the hammer throw. So congratulations, Team Canada. Another gold under the belt. All right, big up the entire Japanese massive. Botswana is the dark horse. The dark horse, truth teller, Botswana. Big up the entire continent of Africa, Asia. Big up Europe. I know you guys are tuned into Halftime TV, and usually when I go back and I check out the geographic of those who tune into Halftime TV, we see countries from all over the world. So Swaziland, big up as well. We have a number of viewers from Swaziland. Big up on yourself, and thanks for supporting Halftime TV over the years. Australia, the same thing. Samoa, big up Samoa. Everyone who's tuned in from the Faroe Islands to Halftime TV, big up on yourself as well. Cyprus, we know you guys are tuned into Halftime TV this afternoon. Big up on yourself. Anywhere you're at in the world right now, big shout out and thank you so very much for tuning in to Halftime TV. The athletes are ready, as this the biggest races, the biggest race of most of these athletes' lives is upon us. Less than 5 minutes to go as they make their way into the stadium. Big up the entire Bahamas and the entire Caribbean massive. St. Lucia, big up on yourself as well. I said it yesterday. 0.3% of Julian Alfred, equivalent to those 3 years she spent in Jamaica. So big up the entire St. Lucia massive who locked in to Halftime TV right now. The entire Trinidad and Tobago, so the Twin Island Republic, locked in to Halftime TV. Everyone who's tuned in right now, big shout out. It's time. The 100-meter final for men. We have Kishane Thompson. We have Noah Lyles. We have Oblique Seville, the reigning Olympic champion, Marcel Lamont Jacobs. He's lining up as well. We have Letsile Tobogo, the young African with the world of promise ahead of him. He will be there or thereabout. He lines up in lane number 8. Fred Curley, the fastest among all the athletes as it relates to personal best. He is running out of lane number 3, 9.76. No easy feat, but will he be able to replicate that or to even go faster than that at the Olympic 2024 in Paris? Akani Simbine from the Rainbow Island, from the Rainbow country of South Africa. Will he have enough in the tank to dip below 9.84? Because let me tell you right now, 9.84 will not be enough to win this, the 100-meter Olympic final for men. We're throwing it out there right now. We're throwing it out there right now. All right, all lights on the athletes as they make their way out. The first athlete to make his way out on the track. Let's see who we have here. So Kenny Bednarek, excited. He comes out and he's running out of lane number 2, the customary white headband. The entire stadium is dark, folks. We can only see phone lights as of now. Lane number 3, Oblique Seville. He comes out. He points to the stands. Takes a deep breath and he points to his blocks. Next mission is to get this race done and dusted. In lane number 4, Akani Simbine, the African. Smile on his face as he raises both hands and blows a kiss to the fans. Remember, the entire stadium is dark as we speak. Massive 100-meter final upon us. Let's see Tobago. He comes out next. Youngster from Botswana. Small clap to the fans. Seems focused. He has a big race, arguably the biggest race of his career so far, to execute. Kishane Thompson. He knows he's the favorite, and he makes a huge roar as he makes his entrance. He's here to deliver. Fred Curley comes out next. Hands to his chest, finger to his lips. As the Americans in the crowd, they go wild. Noah Lyle, he springs out and he's yelling to the stands. He's calling to everyone. He's already running around, getting everyone hyped, trying to calm those nerves of his. Last but not least, we have Marcel Lamont Jacobs, the 100-meter reigning Olympic champion. He will be dethroned tonight. Raises his hands to the stands as he makes his way to the blocks. Now we have all the athletes out. They're ready to go. Shh. They're ready to go, folks. Everyone is focused. The cameras going from side to side. Fred Curley, hands on his knees as Kenny Bednarek gets in a last word of prayer. Oblique Seville doing his mental calculations of the track ahead. Akani Simbine locked in. He's focused. Noah Lyle trying to motivate himself. Both hands in the air, fingers twitching. He needs all the motivation in the world, but will it be enough to power him through the finish line on this, the 4th day of August 2024, Paris Olympics comes alive. It's the 100-meter final, folks, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. The entire stadium goes quiet. The camera makes its way across as the athletes, they try to keep focus on the race ahead. Remember, this may very well be the biggest race of most of these athletes' career. Jamaica is represented by Oblique Seville and Kishane Thompson. America, Kenny Bednarek, Fred Curley, and the man himself, Noah Lyles. The continent of Africa is represented by Letsile Tobago and Akani Simbine, who hails from South Africa. Last but not least, we have the reigning 100-meter Olympic champion, Marcel Lamont Jacobs, he has the weight of Europe on his back. I beg your pardon. So let's go. The time is now. It's 3:52. The athletes are ready to go. But are you, the fans? Is the Halftime TV family ready for a new Olympic champion in the 100 meters? Shh. Let's see. It is the 100-meter final, folks. The weight of expectation, heavier than anything these men have carried in their lives. The weight of expectation, heavier than anything these men have carried in their lives. I can guarantee you that much. Kishane Thompson. All right. This may very well be the longest they've ever had to wait for a race to begin. And guess what? The athletes are on their marks. The athletes are on their marks. The entire stadium goes quiet as the 100-meter for men is about to kick off. On your marks. Set. And they're off. Clean start for everyone. Kishane Thompson holds up his head. It's 50 meters in. Kishane Thompson holds up his head. He's pushing through. Does he have enough? Kishane Thompson, close finish, 9.78. Fred Curley looks as if he's celebrating on the outside. Where's Oblique Seville? We don't know. Noah Lyles is nowhere to be found. But we're waiting for confirmation. It looks as if. So Kishane Thompson is your 100-meter Olympic champion. Or is he? Noah Lyles wins it for now. Yet Noah Lyles is the 100-meter Olympic champion with 9.79. Kishane Thompson finishes with 9.79 as well, but 0.789 and 0.784. Fred Curley finishes third with 9.81 and a season's best. Oblique Seville, nowhere to be found. And Noah Lyles gets the last laugh. Noah Lyles gets the last laugh. What a race that was. I told you, 9.8 would not be enough to win this one. 9.79 was, and Noah Lyles with a personal best and the season's best, 9.81. He registered before this, 9.79. He did one better. So congratulations to Noah Lyles and Fred Curley, finishing first and third respectively in the 100 meters for men. Kishane Thompson, 9.79, was second, and for the second time this season, he's dipped below 9.8 seconds. So Noah Lyles, he came out, he was pumped, he was excited, he was motivating the fans. And he did just that. Noah Lyles, I tell you, he gave himself some work to do. As he was coming from way back. Ooh. Photo finish, folks. Photo finish. Photo finish. What a race that was. We said it before. The stuff that Netflix series are made of. Noah Lyles. Kishane Thompson, 9.79. Finishes second. So silver medal for the Jamaican who came into this race as the fastest man in the world this year. Fred Curley, as we said before, based on time, he's the fastest among them. He secured a bronze medal with 9.81, and Oblique Seville misses out again as 9.91. Not good enough. Not nearly good enough. And as we said a little bit earlier, Noah Lyles gets the last laugh. So Oblique Seville looked across on Noah Lyles in the semi-final. Oblique Seville looked across at Noah Lyles earlier this season at 50 meters or 60. Noah Lyles moved past Oblique Seville. He didn't have time to look at him as he was focused on the track ahead of him. But as I said, folks, it's a photo finish. It's a photo finish. Very, very fine margins. Initially, it looked as if it was Kishane Thompson. Then the confirmations came that it was Noah Lyles. He's hyped. He's bouncing around the stadium. He's celebrating with the American fans in the crowd. Yeah, that top end speed from Noah Lyles is something to be studied, because man, did he execute that race. So if there's ever a chance, or if there was ever a chance of Jamaica getting a gold medal at these Olympic Games, that chance just went. If there's ever a chance of Jamaica getting a gold medal at these Olympic Games, the chance just went. Give me a sec. You. So people calling and complaining already, folks. People calling and complaining already, saying Noah Lyles did not win that race. The photo finish, they confirmed that Noah Lyles won the race. No, we need to appeal. At no time did the photo show him leading. Watch the replay, Kishane push hard. Yeah, I think this is a very close race. This was a very close race. If there's ever a definition of a photo finish, that was it. I don't want to be a sore loser. I think Noah Lyles won the race. They said Noah Lyles won, so Noah Lyles won. We're going to work with that. They said Noah Lyles won. We're going to work with that for now. Quarterfinals and semi, according to you, saying both don't have any medals. Your A game, okay, we lost. Yeah, good win, Noah Lyles. Good win. Spectacular run from the Americans, I must say. Kishane Thompson, good run from him, 9.79, second fastest time he's registered this year. What a season he's having. I think he needs only to be proud of himself on what he's been doing this season. Jack Region, congratulations, Kishane, for your first Olympic. Super proud of you. Yes, definitely. People thinking wasn't gonna even medal is what is crazy to me. I know, right, Roddy? So I had Noah Lyles finishing third. It's a tie for the gold. God's ambassador. The coach should appeal. They run the same. All right, what an amazing race. What an incredible performance from all the athletes who lined up in the 100-meter final for men. I must say, it gave me goosebumps. That race definitely gave me goosebumps. We haven't seen a race like that in so long. All the way down to the finish line. I told you they were going to need something faster than 9.8 to win this race, and we got just that, something faster than 9.8. All right, so massive race from all the athletes. Naturally, the Jamaican fans are disappointed, but good sportsmanship. When you see a proper performance, you have to shout out a proper performance. And Noah Lyles, he gave us an incredible performance just now. Once he came out, he was hyped. He was hyped. He was excited. He was cheering up all the fans. He was getting everyone in the stands riled up. And he did what he had to do on the track. He went out there and he executed. Come the 200 meters, remember, 200 meters is his main event. He will be the favorite again. And we will be talking about Noah Lyles for the next couple of days to come. So Noah Lyles is your 100-meter Olympic champion with a time of 9.79 seconds. And he beat Jamaica's Kishane Thompson, who finished second with 9.79 as well. And in third place, we had Fred Curley with 9.81. That's your 1, 2, 3. As you can see, a lot of national records. Well, 2 national records, 2 seasons best, as Letsile Tibogo dipped below his personal best of 9.88 for a national record of 9.86. Marcel Lamont Jacobs, remember, his personal best is 9.8. He registered 9.85. Akani Simbine, a national record and the personal best. Prior to the race, his personal best was 9.84. We told you guys he's running next to Kishane Thompson, so he will definitely go faster, and he did just that. 9.82, a national record, as well as a personal best for him. Fred Curley, season's best, 9.86. Remember, coming into the race, his personal best, 9.76, so no changes there. Kishane Thompson, 9.79, and then in brackets, you have 0.789, which is the reason he finished second. For Noah Lyles, it's 9.79 as well, with 0.784. So we will be talking about this for the next couple of weeks or the next couple of days, because that one was very close. Oblique Seville, the man who looked across at Noah Lyles in the semi-final, is now looking across at Noah Lyles from the back of the pack as he finished last in this race. All right, so Oblique Seville again looking at the back of Noah's track gears as he finishes last. And it's incredible to think 9.91 is the slowest time in this race. So it shows you how fast the athletes were going. A win is a win. I don't believe that. They check the photo finish. People come on now. Whew. Moish music. Thompson win all the way. All right. We will be having the conversation. I think the conversation will continue about who won, but overall, I think it was an incredible race. Regardless, it was an incredible race, and you guys need to shout out Noah Lyles for an incredible race. It was an amazing race. And these athletes, they did extremely well to give us such a wonderful race. So regardless of what you say, I think it's been a magnificent 100-meter final. And no one can say they were disappointed. So Noah Lyles, big win. I feel the same way. Folks are disappointed. Folks are disappointed. A really great race, very competitive, but Noah won. Yeah, Noah Lyles won the race for now. Maybe the camera angles that we guys were looking on. Maybe the camera angles that you guys were looking at, they're probably saying something else. So we'll hear about it. We'll hear about it. Frano is the coach for Kishane Thompson, so I'm sure we will hear about it in subsequent interviews. We'll hear about it. But yeah, that's it for our coverage for today. Halftime TV family, all 3,000 of you guys, thank you so very much for joining us. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. We will be back here tomorrow with more track and field action. Jamaica yet to secure a gold medal at these Olympic Games. Let's see what the rest of the days have for us. But wonderful day, wonderful in the comment section from the fans. We love and appreciate all of you, and thanks for keeping the vibe going. I know sometimes I'm on here by myself and it feels a little bit monotonous, but when we're interacting with the comment section, it keeps the vibes going and it keeps us enthused as well. So big shout out to the entire comment section. 3,000 large. At one point, we had 4,000 today. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for joining us this evening on this magnificent occasion. The 100-meter finals for men just concluded. And again, for the last time, Noah Lyles wins it with 9.79 seconds and then 0.784 in bracket. In second place, we had Kishane Thompson with 9.79 as well. 0.789 in brackets. Fred Curley, the American, was third with 9.81, registering a season's best. Akani Simbine out of Africa. So we had Africa in fourth and Africa in, is that what, sixth? Yeah, so Africa fourth, Africa sixth. Akani Simbine, 9.82, a national record. Marcel Lamont Jacobs in fifth, 9.85, season's best. And Let's see, Tobago, 9.86 national record. Kenneth Bednarek was 7th with 9.88, and Let's see, Oblique Sybil, finished 8th with 9.91. Amazing race, incredible photo finish. We loved it. We enjoyed every minute of it, and it couldn't have been such a spectacle had it not been for the amazing athletes who lined up. So Kishane Thompson, Oblique Sybil, Noah Lyles, the champion, Kenneth Bednarek, Fred Curley, all these guys, thanks to you for making this such an amazing race. And to the comment section on Halftime TV, thanks to you as well for creating such a wonderful and an exciting atmosphere here on the live stream. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Again, we appreciate it. Enjoy your Sunday dinner. Enjoy what's left of the evening. We'll talk soon. D, why you provoking me, D? I'm going to enjoy my Sunday dinner, and we're extending the invitation to everyone to go ahead and enjoy your Sunday dinner now. All right, so go ahead and enjoy your Sunday dinner. Again, folks, Halftime TV saying I'm out. We'll talk soon.